right, so we're deep in the mountains right now doing a little ice fishing. And I'll be honest with you, you know, you guys see a lot of our videos and you're probably like, man, these guys just, they're hammering fish. We don't always hammer fish, just like nobody in the world always hammers fish. Matter of fact, it's about high noon right now. You can see that sun up there. It's about high noon. Mitch here has been, look at that, Mitch.
Ooh. Finally starting to get on a couple
of fish. All right, that's not a big one.
But
it's just a trout.
And look at the egg all the way up on there.
There it is. Gold garlic fireball, folks. We can see it from here. So that's part of what we wanted to talk to you guys about. Okay, we've been fishing from 8 to almost noon with one fish. We're seeing them come in, but they're just not committing. And Mitch is like, man, we've got to find what they want. We downsized and we added more scent. Okay. Right now he's got a gold garlic fireball on with garlic fire gel, okay? We're tipping it. What we've noticed, when we get bit, if there's not a fireball on there, we don't get bit again, okay? The fireball is just an attractor and it's working, and we're about to see here again. We haven't caught any monsters yet. Matter of fact, 4 hours, one fish is not good. We have now, since switching over to the gold garlic fireballs, we've now caught 4 fish in literally 10 minutes. So we're gonna see if we can get another one here and come back and show you guys the action.
We got one coming up on the camera. We're using an underwater camera today. Oh, there, I got him. There we go. He ran out of the hole, 30 feet of water.
There's a lot of smaller fish in this area. We know there's bigger ones in here.
They're also slimy, lively in this deep water. Fish on. Another one in about that 10 foot of water. My little guy, fresh stalker most likely. And this year, oh my goodness.
You slimy.
Yeah, super slimy. Another one at that 10-foot range. They're starting to school up on us finally, middle of the day. Took 4 hours, but here we are finally getting on some fish.
He just said middle of the day. So I flew in we're supposed to be in North Dakota this week. And I flew in last night. I got in at 12:30. He goes, we got to be there at first light, man. They only bite at first light. We haven't got any bites from first light till about noon. And about noon, this thing has exploded on us. We're getting bite every 2 seconds. No big ones yet, but I have a feeling they're coming.
Hey guys, we're out here fishing in the high country and we're fishing a little bit deeper water than what I normally like to fish, but we did manage to find them in about 10 feet of water. And what we've been using today is I got this 32 medium light 13 fishing Widowmaker with a pen reel, and I'm using 5-pound mono with a little tiny tungsten jig. Just little itty bitty. They've been real finicky today. We finally started getting them to just crush it. Been hammering them in that 10-foot range, and what we've been doing is we've been tipping that tungsten jig with a couple of different things. We're using chartreuse anise fireballs, pink shrimp salmon eggs, and gold garlic fireballs. We've caught a lot of fish today. We got a lot of really awesome underwater camera, and what I'm going to show you is, you know, what we've been catching the last couple on is this gold garlic. So we're going to throw gold garlic on there for you. And you just take one out, and they are slippery, so make sure you get a good grip on them. And with these smaller hooks, the hook's about the same size as the fireball. So you're just going to slide that fireball on there, make sure it's nice and secure on that hook, and you're ready to go.
All right, so this is insane what's really happening right now. Mitch, show them what's going on. So he's got a gold garlic fireball. You're going to see that right there, okay? We are going to press record on this bad boy, and we're now recording on the Markham Technologies unit here. What's crazy is they won't touch it. Oh my God, there's a big fish down there.
Want me to drop it?
Yeah, drop it right down there. So once they eat the ball off, the fireball off, they won't touch it again. You're going to see that on film. Now, I don't know if you guys can see this because I can barely. There's his jig right there, and he just ate it. He just ate it.
It doesn't get any cooler than that.
I mean, it's not a big fish. That's not a big fish. But he came in and snaked it. And show them that, Mitch. Look,
yeah, I mean, you can see the egg still on there.
Right on there. It's a gold garlic kind of day. So we're going to do that again. But what a pattern that we've come into here. All right, so we're going to try take 2 on that. You know, putting a new fireball on. It's a gold garlic kind of a day. There you see it right there. Mitch is gonna drop this down. There you go. We're gonna record right here. Sorry for the, okay, here we go. We're headed down.
The danger zone.
And we're gonna take a look and see what happens.
I've already fish coming after it. I don't know if I'm gonna get it down.
Now, there's Mitch. And guess what? I think he just bit your jig. He's trying to eat it again. Oh, got him. Look at that.
That's awesome.
Folks, that's how it's done. Now remember, they're not all gonna be monsters. That's fishing. We've seen some big fish come in and they're interested. But these little guys, man, they're hungry, they want it, and they're coming and eating it even before we can get them. So we're gonna try this again and put another one down there. And that's all we're doing right there.
Just,
you know, little rainbow, little rainbow. But folks, we've learned this before, where there's little ones, there's big ones. All right, you guys are gonna be able to watch this live on the computer screen here. If I can see his jig. I don't see his jig.
Right there. Right?
Nope. Yep, I see it on the left side of the screen.
Here they come.
Here it comes. Oh, there's two good ones coming in too. Oh, dude, drop it a tiny bit. Right there. And he's coming at it. Here comes the chaser. Oh, he tail swapped it. Tail swapped it. Oh, he grabbed it.
Oh yeah, got him. Got him.
Man, you know what? This is fun. This is fun. Guys, you know that I'm not a big fisherman. I used to be, but when you got to film, you got to film. When you're watching it live like this and you see him come in and hit it, there is not much something more fun than that, man. This is, he going home. That's a little one. But guess what? Where there's little ones, we're gonna catch a big one.
Ooh, on the camera even, in about 10 feet of water. There's just been a big school of them just cruising around, and we keep
that one's bigger.
on them. Yeah, a little bit nicer one there. You know, there's pretty good growth in here, so they're gonna, even these fresh stalkers can get decent.
Today's episode of Pautzke Outdoors was filmed ice fishing for rainbow trout. Now today was kind of an interesting day. It was probably the most underwater footage we have ever got when targeting rainbows through the ice. And as you can see, during some parts we had 5, 6, 7 rainbows come in fighting over our bait. Now the day didn't start off as awesome as it ended. Mitch and I got to the lake about 7:30 this morning, and we only caught one fish between 7:30 and 11:30. We started to wonder if it was just going to be one of those days where we didn't do well. Fortunately, our luck changed, and it didn't change until we finally grabbed our Markham underwater camera. They let us borrow one of these cameras, and after about 4 hours of Mitch spotting things on his little radar machine, I'm not a big ice fisherman, so I don't even know what that's called. I think it's called a flasher. Until he put the camera down, we honestly didn't know what they were. We thought it must have been all a bunch of perch. There's a lot of small perch in this lake. You'll see one on the screen here right now. It's incredible how many small perch, and by small I mean like 3, 4, 5 inches. But as soon as we put the camera down there, it was very apparent that there were a lot of rainbows too. And by a lot, I mean a lot. And we saw some tanks swim by. Now what was interesting is early in the morning, you know, the first 4 or 5 hours, Mitch was not very aggressive when it come to using scent and tipping, and he kind of just wanted to look for a pattern, and we could never establish one. As soon as we got to this area, he started out by putting gold garlic fireballs. You can see one on the hook right now underwater, and they ate it right away. If there was no gold garlic on there, they wouldn't touch it. You watch the video, you could watch a video for 5 minutes like we did, and they wouldn't eat it. So we picked it up and put another gold garlic on there. And as it moved on, we said, hey, let's try something different. We're gonna now tip it with pink shrimp. We dropped the pink shrimp Pautzke eggs down there, same effect. Then, boy, for the last 2 years, I think Mitch's favorite has been chartreuse anise. I said, Mitch, grab your favorite. I'm sure it's gonna work here too. Boom. So when we had it tipped with those baits, we did very well. Now, what Mitch also did earlier in the day, you guys have seen this many times, use that garlic fire gel. He dipped his little jig head in there. And let's be honest, guys, you don't have to do it every 5 casts. Matter of fact, we were doing it like maybe once every 2 hours because you could still smell the garlic. That's how strong it is. But enjoy this episode of Pautzke Outdoors, filmed almost exclusively underwater here in a place where they stock big trout and real little trout. The key is we came out here with light line, light setups, and had a great time on a beautiful day here on the ice. Pautzke products are available at sporting goods stores near you. If you can't find the specific color, size that you want, make sure to go to Pautzke.com. And as a thank you for watching Pautzke Outdoors, we're going to show you a coupon code to be used for 10% off your next order.